We're joined now by Dr. Joaquin Wallace, TV analyst for the Santa Cruz Warriors, as we talk more about this Warriors and Rockets series. From the Warriors' perspective, what do you think are the biggest keys this series?
Well, you have to look at the West in general. I mean, it was pretty much a stockpile throughout, so there really wasn't that many teams better than the other one outside of OKC. I think they was, by and large, the best team in the conference itself. So I think the Warriors going into it, they're 3-2 against the Rockets this season, so they have a lot of confidence going into this game. And I'm sure that, listen, playing on the road, they're not concerned with that whatsoever. So I'm sure they're going to go into the game with the mindset, if we can win the first game, we can take the home floor advantage and place it on our end of the floor as well. So look for them to come out with a lot of energy, something that they know they can do. They have a lot of experience as well. So I'm sure they're going to go into this game extremely confident.
Yeah, they definitely have the experience edge. I mean, this Houston team is good, but they're young. Of course, the Warriors led by Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. I want to ask you about Jimmy Butler in particular. I mean, they call him Playoff Jimmy for a reason, right? He had 38 points in the play-in tournament against Memphis. What has he added to this Warriors team since he was acquired from Miami?
Well, confidence in general. I mean, he's playoff Jimmy, as you mentioned, for a reason. Since he's come to the team, and you know what he's done? He's allowed himself to be the Robin on this team as well. So he doesn't need to get all the shots. Very efficient player. But what it has done for Coach Kerr is allowed him to have another player on the floor when Steph is not playing that you can run the offense through as well. You know, when I look at the Warriors, when I look at both him and Steph Curry, they score at 7 levels. And what I mean by that is Steph can score at 4 levels and Jimmy can score at 3 levels. So if the Warriors are not shooting the ball well from behind the arc, Jimmy can initiate the offense as well. And one other thing he does, he provides another defender on the floor. And he doesn't have to look for a shot. With him and Draymond on the floor itself, you have 2 of the better defensive players in the league on one team.
Yep, and one thing Jimmy certainly can do too is get to the free throw line, as we have seen. I want to ask you about a guy that you've seen a lot up close and personal in the G League to start this year, and that's Quinton Post. The rookie has been so big for the Warriors down the stretch, including hitting a few big threes last game. What do you make of Quinton Post's game, and at what point did you know that he could be this good of a contributor so fast?
So both me and Kevin Dana, we had a chance of covering Quinton Post throughout the season, and we said immediately, this guy is a unique talent because he's 7 foot, but he has the ability to play from behind the arc, and what that does, that opens the floor for the Warriors, a nice 5 that can pick and pop. You know, you talk about the stretch 4, but I call him the flex 5 because he can flex out, bring the defense out as well, and that opens up the driving lanes for the Warriors. So he's been getting more acclimated. He's adding more tools in his toolbox. I like to see what's going to happen with him in the summer, but he is a player that the Warriors are fortunate to have because it gives them a different look on the floor.
Another guy that you've seen in the G League, maybe not this year, but the last couple of years, who's now a member of the Warriors rotation, is Guy Santos. What do you like about his game and what he contributes?
Well, he's very confident, for one. I mean, he's not afraid of the moment. He can play from behind the arc as well. He does all the little things. He's long enough defensively. He has a nice handle as well. He can shoot the ball from behind the arc, but he moves without the basketball. You don't have to run any offense for him as well, too. If he's open, he can knock down a 3. He can get you an inside bucket as well. He can go to the lane, he can get to the free throw line. So he's a great complement to what the Warriors have so far.
So when we look at this Rockets team, it's interesting because they're a physical team, they're a great defensive team, but again, they're pretty inexperienced. Jalen Green, their young star, has been terrific this year. What do you think the Warriors should be concerned about from the Rockets side of things? What makes Houston dangerous?
Well, they're athletic and they're young and they don't have any, they're not afraid of anything. So they're going to come in with a lot of energy. You hope that the Warriors can use their experience against their youthfulness, but if the Warriors get out and run and play a game where 94 feet, which the Rockets thrive in, it could be a difficult challenge for them. So they're going to have to play, and speaking of the Warriors, in a half-court set, no live ball turnovers. Make sure you manage the basketball. You know, the Warriors can get loose with the basketball from time to time, and that will play in the hands of the Rockets. So they have to manage the basketball. They have to play at their own pace, not at the pace of the Rockets, because, again, they're very physical. They're big. They have length inside inside vertical spacers. They don't shoot the ball well from behind the arc, so that's an area of concern that the Warriors can kind of take advantage of that as well. But if you let those guys get downhill, they can make some shots to the rim. So make sure you do not turn the ball over, because you don't want to see those guys get excited and start dunking the ball all over the place.
Dr. Joaquin Wallace, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.